With the new seasons of anime on the horizon, I wanted to talk about one of the first anime that I've ever watched as a kid, Fooly Cooly. Some of you may know what this is, as the logo has been on Toonami and Adult Swim for years. With the recent surprise release of the first episode of the second season, Fooly Cooly Alternative, I figured this was a good time to discuss this anime, especially 18 years after its original release. So, let's start with a little bit of backstory. The show was originally created by Yoji Endokido and directed by Kazuya Tsurumaki. Both worked on Neon Genesis Evangelion before starting on Fooly Cooly. Their goal was to create a show that broke the normal mold of most anime at the time by adding different musical styles, pop culture references, and a densely packed story for their 6-episode arc. Fooly Cooly aired on Japanese television April of 2000 and was released on Adult Swim in 2003. The English dub had several script changes to adapt it to a Western audience to make sure that the jokes made sense. The show had mixed reviews upon launch because of this new style, which today seems all too prevalent in modern shows. I will try not to spoil too much, because I would love for you all to go and check the show out, which is available on Hulu, Funimation, and iTunes. So the plot centers around Naota Nanaba, a 12-year-old kid living with his dad and grandfather. His normal mundane life is abruptly interrupted by Haruko Harahara, a reckless and all-around insane pink-haired woman from space. The story opens with Naota getting run over by Haruko's Vespa scooter. She revives him with CPR and then hits him in the head with her blue vintage bass guitar. You think this is getting weird? Well, we haven't even gone off the deep end yet. Naota later realizes that the bump on his head that Haruko gave him isn't just some normal concussion, but essentially is a portal where giant robots that the evil corporation Medical Mechanica can pass through at random. Then, to make matters worse, Naoto learns that Haruko is now working as his household live-in maid. Her ultimate intentions are not very clear at the beginning, and Naoto doesn't know how to react. On top of this, Special Agent Amuro is keeping his close eye on Naoto and his connection to Haruko and Medical Mechanica. So that's the basis of the story. I don't want to get too deep into it, because I want you guys to watch it. But ultimately, it was a coming-of-age story, where the main character essentially becomes a man and goes through puberty. He deals with some tough situations that a 12-year-old generally has to deal with, and the conflicts that I was going through myself while watching this at about the same age. Really, the best thing about this was that at a time when anime was new for me personally, I felt that this spoke to me. It was crazy, weird. It was not like any other cartoon I'd really seen at the time. I mean, it's over the top. It's batshit crazy, but it really spoke to me. And the fact that now they're coming out with a new series is really, really exciting. My nostalgia meter is at 11. This show represents what anime was and how anime moved forward, even if people don't like to look at it like that. Either way, I implore you guys, check this out. Why not? I could go more into depth about this and do spoilers and talk a little bit and explain what really goes on in this, but for now, I just want to get you guys to be interested in such an interesting, cool show. That being said, I'm Darth Weebius. Thanks for watching. Please consider commenting, liking, subscribing, and hopefully you guys will tune in next time to my next anime discussion, review, or whatever it may be. Thanks for watching. Bye.